All right. Your boy Heaven Hollywood. Welcome. Sitting here just getting ready for this live stream. Everybody over on YouTube, IE Network should be able to see me. I'm streaming to you from StreamYard.com. So everybody join in. Let's see here. Gotta know how to work this thing. Welcome to all the people viewing live on the IE Network. Just going over a little topic from today. And it's the topic of Aaliyah. And why is Aaliyah above criticism? We were talking about that earlier. And we kind of ran out of time. But I wanted to hear some people's opinion, because I still do not have the answer. Welcome to all the heavy hitters. Sugar, what's up? When you talk about Aaliyah, it's always a slippery slope. And as we were discussing earlier, it seems like everybody is fair game, dead or alive. Seems like everybody's fair game. So my brother told me to remove the banner, so let me see how you do that. Y'all see me out there? Hear me clear? Yeah, she still got haters. That is true. I'm going to have to remove it. Just hold on a second, guys. Okay. There we go. So, Michael Jackson, Whitney Houston, Prince, Left Eye. A lot of our great Black artists has moved on. But you still hear criticism about him. People were still criticizing Michael Jackson. He's been dead 10 years. People are still, you don't hear a lot of criticism about Prince. You hear some. Everybody's secret comes out. Even when they're passed away, people are intrigued by it. What's up to all the heavy hitters? But it seems like, well, see it there. This is hot, right? I'm telling y'all, this is hot. Shout out to my brother, the director, holding it down. See any trolls out there, get rid of them. I think my moderators still work. All my moderators out there, if you see any trolls coming, get rid of them. That's a good point, Lena. My theory is if we start talking about Aaliyah peeling back the surface, many dirty secrets will roll out about powerful men. It's fire, right? Jay-Z, a lot of skeletons come out. Yes. My moderator's in the building. Virgo, what's up? So it's when you start talking about Aaliyah, it's like the people just go bonkers, like she's off limits. And then you have these fans who weren't even, half of them weren't even alive when Aaliyah was popping, or they were like 2 years old or 3 years old. I can't take you as credible if you were one. We're going to get into all of that. Beyonce's relationship with her. As I take a little sip there of my drink. So when Aaliyah broke into the industry, okay, relatively, she was about 14 years old. Right? R. Kelly got taken, Aaliyah got brought to R. Kelly from her uncle. Right? So the uncle, and his name escapes me. You guys can help me out in the chat. I forgot his uncle's name, but you guys should know it. The uncle, I'm using the light. My brother said use the light. So I have the light now on my second. Excuse me, guys. There it is. So the uncle bought Barry. That's him. Barry Hankerson. Thank you, guys. Thank you, heavy hitters. Barry Hankerson bought R. Kelly Aaliyah. And that was around 14 years old. No matter of fact, he bought her around 13. Because what got discovered in all of this R. Kelly stuff is how young he really started messing with Aaliyah. And even though she didn't come out till she was about 14 years old or 15, R. Kelly shouted her out on the end of the Vibe record. She was 13 years old, 12 or 13, when R. Kelly said, "Little Aaliyah got that vibe." That was on the end of the Vibe record. I think she had just turned 13. Thank you, Therese. Barry Hankerson, I don't know if Barry Hankerson knew that R. Kelly was a pervert at that point, but he knew that R. Kelly and Aaliyah were messing around. He had to. Because if he didn't know it, when he saw her on it was 106 in Park or BET, whatever. It may not have been 106, but yes, it was, because I think it was Free and AJ. I think it was Free and AJ, but they were on there together. They had on wedding bands when they were dressed alike. They had on like the green and black, green with the black checkerboard. And I believe they were already married at that point. Yes, Macau was very shook over Leah. Matter of fact, I don't know if my brother was with me or not. I think my brother was with me when Aaliyah passed away. He was, and we saw him in the airport. I think my brother could vouch for that. I believe my brother was with me. And he was upset. You could tell he had just found out. So everybody was shook over Aaliyah. Because everybody wanted Aaliyah. And it's funny. I interviewed, I put this on the Instagram. I interviewed Patra. And she said, she was talking, what's up, Karma? She was talking about her time in the industry and the haters, right? Probably Big Les then. Maybe it was Big Les. What's up? You ain't got the line. So she was talking about her haters, and she said, I had a lot of haters in the game, but nobody had more than Aaliyah. Now, this was coming from Patra. And she said that's why it pissed her off to see everybody crying and snakes fake hissing at her funeral, because most of them that were there didn't like Aaliyah. And she said that on my radio show years ago. She said most of them girls did not even like Aaliyah, because during that time in the 90s, she said dudes were on me just because I was different. I was Jamaican, like reggae was the new thing. I was the hottest female out, Jamaican, reggae, whatever. But she said, but Aaliyah, they were just jealous of Aaliyah. They started to grow very jealous because all of the dudes wanted Aaliyah. And I ran down a little bit earlier. Jay-Z, Dame Dash, DMX, Nas, Keith Murray, Eric Sermon, all of the Junior Mafia dudes, Jet Li. They all wanted Aaliyah. And Method Man. Nobody was paying attention to any other girls. It was just all about Aaliyah. And at that point, I couldn't remember in the game. I could not remember in the game ever when something like that took place. Timberland. What's up, Jimmy Ace? Jimmy Ace, this is where we're going to be doing our show from now on, so get ready. So I've never seen of any point in time that dudes were so hung up over one chick. It was like they were all waiting in line, waiting for their shot. She was beautiful. She had a unique style. Like, I've never seen anything like that in this music industry, where it was like all of the other girls was just on freeze. And when she came out, that's what, nobody cared about Brandy anymore. Nobody cared about Monica anymore. Nobody cared about TLC. Nobody cared about any of these girls. Beyonce was still new. Nobody cared about any of these girls. And maybe because, and it didn't matter. Most of them were older. Diddy, Genuine, Jay-Z, like all the dudes in Def Jam, the dudes in Elektra, So maybe because all of these men were older, why people feel certain way about Aaliyah. Who knows? Jimmy H, you're good. Nobody cared about Destiny Child. Once Aaliyah dropped the joint with Timberland, I'll use that somebody. Nobody cared about anyone else in the game. And the only reason, and Diddy also wanted her, but he knew Jay was messing with her. So I know Aaliyah got dealt a bad hand with the whole R. Kelly situation. So is that the reason? Because people feel as though Aaliyah was manipulated from day one. She got manipulated to the game. Yesenia. She got manipulated into the game. So maybe that's why. And Dynamic made a point Choke No Joke also confirmed this. That was one of the main reasons that Rockefeller folded. It wasn't the only reason. Dame's attitude, Leor Cohen, Aaliyah. Dame's attitude, Leor Cohen, Aaliyah. So Aaliyah wasn't the main reason, but she played a part in it because Dame, and everyone confirms this, Dame snaked Jay out of Aaliyah. When Jay was going off doing his thing, pretty much hiding from Aaliyah what he was doing, because after a while, it took Jay a minute for her to even really get into him. They were just a little dating here and there, like holding hands, maybe a kiss, but she wasn't smashing Jay-Z yet. I'm sure she knows by now, Smiley. I'm sure she didn't know all them years. Beyonce's not very bright. Just saying. But so when he snuck Jay, when Jay was off doing his thing, and he was telling, when Jay was hiding stuff from Aaliyah, Dame was on the back end pretty much telling Aaliyah what this dude was doing. Because Dame, when Dame first brought Jay up, he wasn't jealous. But as time started going on, he started getting envious of Jay. He started getting envious of Jay. So he wanted Aaliyah. And that's the reason why once he started getting with Aaliyah, once he saw that Jay was in with Aaliyah and they started getting a little further. And then after she chased him to the Hamptons, and that's when all the fans say, "Oh, she didn't like Jay-Z. They were just friends. She curved him. She friend zoned him." If she friend zoned Jay-Z, and Choke No Joke can confirm this, Lady Luck will confirm this. Who else was in that Def Jam office? Bobby Valentino, G will confirm it. Mari will confirm it. Stephanie, that worked in the front office, will confirm it. She hired a helicopter and followed Jay-Z to the Hamptons. That story is not alleged. That story is not alleged. So if she did all that, why, if she didn't like Jay-Z, why would she follow him to the Hamptons in a helicopter? She's not doing that for a friend. Method Man too. So I'm saying no, Bobby Valentino wasn't there yet. He wasn't in the game. But the reason why I said he could confirm the story is because he was told this story, like from people who was there. Bobby Valentino, once he joined Def Jam, one time I remember they were like going through like the life and times of Def Jam. And this thing is a story that's told like when they have the Christmas parties or what have you. This story is told all the time, so they say. And G used to tell me when they would do the Christmas parties, this was like a traditional thing. So everybody got told this story. And then there were certain people that said Lady Luck was there at the time. She confirmed that. Choke was working for Rockefeller. What's up, honey child? She confirmed it. Now, there were rumors about Aaliyah, like everybody else. I'm going to go over that, Brianna. I'm going to tell you what I think. There were rumors about Aaliyah like everyone else. The rumors are she was bisexual. A lot of rumors that she had a little fling with Missy. There was also a fling later on that she and Kadada were more than besties. Now, you have to remember something. When these rumors came out back in the day, and you're right about that, Jayla, when these rumors came out back in the day, most of the time it was correct. There was no social media. There was no social media. So when people's tea leaked out back in the day, most of the time it was on point. And they said the whole thing about pop, when people said, well, do you think Tupac, after just coming out of jail, would try to be with a 17-year-old after he just came out of jail for rape? Yeah. Because you have to remember, the industry is just totally different. Back in them days, you were not getting exposed for statutory rape or females that, Aaliyah, I think at the time when Pac came out of jail, she was 17, I believe. But there is a song that was unreleased. I believe if you do enough research on the internet, you can find these lyrics that was allegedly from Tupac about Aaliyah. There are several pictures on the internet where Aaliyah has on identical gear to Tupac. You can see them. Identical. Not something resembling it. I've been on 23 minutes, Yasmin. Not something resembling it. Identical outfits. And right, back then it was normal for older dudes in the industry. High schools. You're correct, Jayla. LL Cool J said in his record, big old butt. I went to the high school about 3 o'clock trying to. Nobody cared anything about it. I went to the high school about 3 o'clock trying to catch a cutie right on my She's only 17, but yo, don't sleep. MJ, I'm telling you, there was a lot of talk about that song, If Your Girl Only Knew, being about Tupac. If your girl only knew. I was wanting to get with you. What will she do? She'd probably leave you alone, curse you out and unplug the phone. There was a rumor that that song was about Tupac. And they had to keep it under wraps because she was 17. Even though it was never hard proven, she did slip up. She did slip up in an interview. She did slip up in an interview one time and say she wished she could have seen him again. So that was well, she was blocked, whoever that was. And if you guys, I don't know whether the moderators can work that, but whatever. That didn't last long. I got my finger right here on the trigger. So there was also rumors that the night he got killed, that she was in Vegas. Don't get mad at me. That was the rumors. Meanwhile, again, if my moderators, do my moderators have control? I have to ask the ones out there that are moderators, are you able to remove people? Yes or no? Okay, well, that person should have been removed as soon as they started talking slick. So I'm glad you guys still have the control. But you got to watch. Okay, Karma. So why is it correct? Okay, you're just going to block them. Not even timeout. Block them. Okay, so why is it we talk about Michael Jackson, we talk about Whitney Houston? Why do you think it is that whenever you talk about Aaliyah, everyone gets so upset? She's not above criticism. Aaliyah, even though Aaliyah came into the game early and she was manipulated by R. Kelly, yes. But at some point she turned 18 and she was a female. And at the time when she turned 18, from what I hear, Aaliyah was wilding out. You think it's a young fan, Sharice? Aaliyah was wilding out. And from what I hear, she was tossing it up out here. Once she got up in her 20s, the early 20s, and the whole thing with Dame, yes, she did. She went from J to Dame. Thank you. You ain't got to lie. Everybody hit that like button. If you haven't subscribed, subscribe. I need as many likes as at least people in here. If you want to support the page, you can support it with the super chat. I don't have a Cash App and all that. I'm not doing all that. Y'all can support by hitting the like button. That won't cost you nothing. And the whole Genuine, it's another one. The fans want, these fans are want to think that Aaliyah died a virgin. I think she got with Dame to get Jay jealous. Lydia, welcome. I'm glad you enjoy it. I believe she got with Dame to get Jay jealous. And then she just stayed with him because Jay started talking to Beyonce. I don't think she was pregnant at the time of her death. I believe Aaliyah, she definitely wasn't pregnant by Damon Dash. Aaliyah, I believe, had a child. I believe she had that child. As much as she was in love, what's up, Patience? As much as she was in love with R. Kelly, she would not have aborted that kid. She felt as though, what's up, Yesenia? She felt as though that was her only connection left to R. Kelly. And Jay started talking to Beyonce while he was still dating Aaliyah. That's why the Song Cry, that's why that third verse is about Aaliyah. When Jay first started messing with Beyonce, that's when Jay had started to blow up, and he had never seen this many women before that liked him. And he had access to. And the reason why they did not say anything is because R. Kelly was making hits. R. Kelly was making Aaliyah hits. And that's a part of selling your soul. And I still believe to this day that little girl sitting on Aaliyah's lap, that little girl sitting on Aaliyah's lap in the remix of Hot Like Fire, I still believe that is her daughter. I don't care nothing about cousin. They can tell me it's her cousin all they want. That little girl that just out of nowhere, why would her little cousin be sitting on her lap, of all people, when her mother was in so-called mother was in the video? That Hot Like Fire remix. And there's pictures out there around that time where you could tell she was pregnant. You could tell she was pregnant. So there's also a little girl that lives in the same city that Barry Hankerson lived in. This is the little girl that a couple of people, the outlet, and I think G did something on her blog about it, about the girl that went into the Wawa, and everybody was like, and they said her name's Nicole Kelly, and they said she used to get dropped off in a limo, but they would drop her off in the back, so, and then she would walk around. So, but one day somebody saw her. She would get dropped off in a limo, but she didn't want people to see it. And sometimes she'd get dropped off the street. Sometimes, why is this little girl doing this? And her name was Nicole Kelly. Too many coincidences, but what do I know? So you remember seeing Yesenia? So listen. Choke was asked one time, well, was Aaliyah a hoe? And he doesn't want to say, he don't want to say that because she's dead or what have you, but nobody had a problem talking about Whitney Houston when she was on drugs. When Whitney Houston died, I didn't hear nobody saying, don't call her a crackhead, she's dead. They sure don't care to call Michael a molester. I ain't never heard nobody say, oh, don't call him a molester, he's dead. Aaliyah was out there. I heard she was out, and then the chicks she was always hanging around. They was always flip. The one who introduced her to Dame was smashing Dame at the time. That model, Natani something. The one who was smashing Dame and introduced her to Dame was one of her friends. Yeah, Natani. Thank you, Lena. I believe the daughter was living with Barry Hankerson all these years. I believe the daughter was living with Barry Hankerson. I don't believe she was a hoe because, like I said, you can't really classify her. Like, she just wasn't just smashing everything, but she was a little loose, and she smashed way more people than this image. They want to protect this image, and Tame was a big hoe. Now, Natani was a hoe. She smashed Jay-Z. She smashed Diddy. She smashed Damon Dash. And this was Aaliyah's best friend. Beyonce, as far as, Aaliyah, so I don't think she was a hoe, but people don't even want you to say that. They have this image of Aaliyah being perfect when Aaliyah was alive, she was never even the top girl. I mean, that's another thing. Is she above? Does she garnish the right? Natani is saying that she was like a model that used to hang out with when Aaliyah started hanging out with the white crowd in Hollywood. This is why I believe that she crossed over when she started hanging out in Hollywood. When she started hanging out with Quincy Jones's daughter, that's when she started getting connected with Hollywood. So she was, and that's another thing. People don't want to say that, but I'm here to say it today. I'm just going to give you the straight truth. She was a little bit overrated in music. You can hate me. You can say what you want. You can fill my DMs. You can say, shut his channel down. Aaliyah was a tad bit, not much. Not much. She was a little bit overrated. I think people, they overrated her as a singer. They overrated her as a dancer. Oh, she was an amazing dancer. She wasn't amazing. Like, she had a few steps. Aaliyah, had smooth steps. She was not a great dancer. She's not Janet Jackson. She wasn't Sierra. She was pretty good. She was pretty good. But yeah, she had a little 1-2 step. She could do her little routine. But she did have some good records. And I'm not saying Aaliyah didn't have good records. She did have good records. But what I'm saying is she was never at the top, like, oh, we're all gunning for Aaliyah. She was never the top selling girl. Mary J. Blige outsold Aaliyah by, it wasn't even close. Brandy was outselling Aaliyah back then. So Aaliyah wasn't even the top chick. And then when Ashanti came out, even though Ashanti was only out maybe a year, Ashanti's first album did 4 million. I don't know if Aaliyah did 4 million on any of her albums when she was alive. It may have climbed to that after she passed. But I do believe as an actress, she was getting ready to take off. Like I said, she was an above average artist. She wasn't mediocre. She was pretty good. They were trying to make Ashanti Aaliyah, but then they were really trying to make Ashanti like the new Mary J. Blige. That's why Ja Rule labeled her the princess of R&B hip hop, because Mary J. Blige is the queen of R&B hip hop. But again, Chad, to your point, I do agree. I think right before she was about to really blow up is when she passed away. Because I think the Queen of the Dam, and then she was up for a couple of other roles. I believe she was going to go more into acting. So that's the reason why when people say, if she didn't pass, would Beyonce still be what she was? And I say yes, because I think that Beyonce and Aaliyah's music were not identical. And I think they were still in two different lanes. Now, Aaliyah's presence stopped Maya in her heyday. Aaliyah's presence stopped Maya. And then when Aaliyah passed away, Ashanti was there. So Maya always ran into somebody that was blocking her. Profiles with no pictures, you're going to have to watch them. Not Jayla. So, let's see. Thank you, Shu. Just stay on it. But she was not perfect. Thank you, Karma. She was not perfect. She wasn't a hoe. But she did her thing. People hate to hear it. You heard what the girl said from the R. Kelly documentary. She saw Leah having sex with R. Kelly. There's no reason for that girl to throw in Leah's name in this and lie. There's no reason for her to throw Aaliyah's name in this and lie. So, but whenever that comes out and people say stuff like that, they get bashed for it. Either the mother bashes her, the fans bash her. So, but when people say it about Aaliyah, it's just different. The fans don't want to believe it. So, I believe, what do I believe she would have been if she was still alive? I believe, correct. Well, Jay-Z wanted Aaliyah to be, his chick, right? He wanted Aaliyah to be his chick. So Jayla's giving me good reasons. Jayla's giving me good reasons. He wanted Aaliyah to be his chick. He happened to run into Beyonce. But then Aaliyah started dating Dame Dash. So Jay just said, forget Aaliyah. He's just going to run with Beyonce. And Dame, who was also sleeping around on Aaliyah with Rachel Roy, Dame was going back and forth between Aaliyah and Rachel Roy. So for Dame to go, tip for tat. So for Dame to act as though he was so hurt over Aaliyah, you were still messing with Rachel. You were allegedly messing with Ananda Lewis once you got Aaliyah, once you engaged Aaliyah and put a ring on her finger and got engaged to her and sent her off to the Bahamas. And allegedly she asked you, are you serious? Is this what you really want? She went off to the Bahamas, and then allegedly the story I got was word got back to her that Ananda Lewis Aaliyah died in 2001, I believe. I believe Aaliyah died 2001. Word has it that Ananda Lewis was with Damon Dash. Where do you? And then Aaliyah wanted to get back, and that's the reason why she was rushing back. That's why she was rushing back, and they told her, no, we just go back tomorrow. And she said no. She wanted to get back there to bust Dame Dash. And she was on her way back. If she would have got there and Ananda Lewis was there, she was going to cut off Dame Dash and cut off Ananda Lewis, who was so-called her friend. Thank you. I knew it was a troll from the moment they came in. So y'all gotta watch these names. Y'all gotta watch these names. Block them. You could always tell because it's a name we never saw before. All right. Where's all my moderators? Do you guys catch that? What's up, Bo? Two time. Right. Rachel Roy equals Becky. Rachel Roy equals Becky. Probably paid to do it through Super Chat. More than likely. Yeah, I know. I understand. I gotta figure how to get it off. She probably paid to do it through Super Chat. This is my first time on the screen. So as you can see, people, yep, they spent their money to do the Super Chat. Crazy. Well, yeah, but then usually it goes away. But like I said, I'm new to this platform, so I'm not sure why that's still there. Crazy. Let me look, Jayla. These people are still butthurt that they got kicked out of live, y'all. Jay chose Rachel Roy just to get back at Dame. Aaliyah's daughter would probably be around 20, close to 20, because if she had the kid at 16, and Aaliyah would have been what? Because Aaliyah died 19 years ago. Yeah, the daughter been about 24 years old. So crazy, son. A 24, 25. So Jayla put a good comment up there, which was cool. Yeah, oh yeah, she definitely knows. She definitely knows. She most definitely knows. But she was, kept quiet. Ship videos up for comments banner. I'll have to figure it out, guys. But man, they are going through a lot. They hurt, man. They hurt that they can't be a part of it. And Jay still can't get over Aaliyah. Thank you, Carm. I appreciate it. Jay still can't get over Aaliyah. You popping, Desert Storm. We popping. Don't make no sense. I heard Pharrell and Beyonce dated. I did. Aaliyah's family. I believe Aaliyah's family got R. Kelly's publishing. I got to find out why that happened. It's all right, though. I just got to find out why it happened. People are something else, boy. You know, they're hurt. You got to understand. You have to understand. They are hurt. They are hurt. Nobody cares about them anymore. Here it is. It's been months. It's been 2 months. And they're still butthurt. Everybody forgotten about them. Oh my God, Cerise, you see this? Crazy. Maya's career would have went half if she had messed with Jay. Yeah, it most definitely would have went different. If Maya would have messed with Jay-Z and said she's down with Jay-Z, absolutely. So it must be some sort of setting. Um, I don't remember what I did. Yeah, Maya wasn't with it. I thought I had already did that. Hold on a second. Yeah, I thought I had already did that. I'll figure it out. Yeah, I know. But as soon as you see a strange page come in, all you gotta do is block user. Now, don't send another super chat because I'm not sure how that happened. I'm not sure how that happened, but maybe I clicked on show instead. Hold on a second. I think you can show their comment if you let me see something. It's crazy, bro. No, don't send another super chat. Yeah, they definitely have mental illness. Let me see if I hit this. I went to the settings. Yes. Shift videos up. Yeah, maybe I did. Maybe that's what happened, Brianna. Clicked on the comment and they put the comment up here, which is pretty cool. Well, the user's gone, so I can't hide the user anymore. I have to admit, I like this new setup. It's gonna be dope. All we gotta do is keep out. All we have to do is keep out the trolls. I knew that person, like I said. Boom. All right. This setup is dope. This is fire. So this is what we're gonna be doing. This is how we're gonna be doing it. We're gonna be having crazy shows. But listen. G said NBA YoungBoy got initiated. Yeah, he probably did. I'm sure he did. They have to do something humiliating to you. Sugar, they can't teddy me. Mr. Interview. So I'm gonna re-interview her on this platform. But I'm telling y'all, man, it's about to get crazy. We about to come up. I got a lot of things going, man. I got a lot of things going right now. Y'all gonna be part of it. Y'all been there with me from the beginning. And if they want the truth about Aaliyah, they can always join a Heavy Hitters podcast. They could always join a I'm sure they got Bow. I'm sure they got everybody. And the people who are already homosexual, they make them have sex with straight people. Like Boy George. They made Boy, that's humiliating to someone homosexual. They made Boy George have sex with a woman. So I'm gonna redo the interview with Kimberly Rose. So I'm gonna redo the interview with Kimberly Rose. It's about to get crazy now, Sharice. It's about to get crazy. So to end this, I would say this: Aaliyah was not. I wouldn't label her hoe, but Aaliyah did a lot of things. She was not perfect. She was not an angel. I believe she was sleeping with Kadada. I believe she did sleep with Jay-Z, and she did sleep with Dame Dash. And Jay pretty much confirmed all that in Song Cry, which everybody knows now. The third verse is about Aaliyah, because every time he does that song in concert, he can't get through the third verse without crying. Sugar honey iced tea. They're roasting Kim's age, but again, age is probably the reason why Lil Wayne dated her. And she told me behind the scenes, she told me that Lil Wayne said that her age was one of the reasons why he was attracted to her. And he said, if you were my age or younger than me, I'll be honest with you. If you was my age or younger than my age, I'll be honest, I probably wouldn't even be fucking with you right now. It's a whole part of the attractiveness to you is that you're mature and you older. You're older woman. But you not the oldest woman. I took that. I took her down 55. The oldest woman I've been with 55. So Wayne has smashed celebrities that's in their 50s. So why is that any different? So if you found out Wayne smashed J-Lo, would you feel the same way? J-Lo's in her 50s. You see what I'm saying? If you found out Wayne smashed Nicole Murphy, would you feel the same way? She's in her 50s. It was just that she was in her 50s and she wasn't a celebrity. Jayla, stop. Because she's in her 50s, or she wasn't in her 50s then. She's in her 50s now. But she wasn't 50 then. But if he smashed Angela Bassett, what would you say? Oh, Lil Wayne's the man. Right? It's not the age, it's who it is. That's what people say. Well, she may have. Maybe that's how she kept finding out. Maybe she put witchcraft on him, and maybe that's why she kept finding out about the things he was doing. Maybe she put the final witchcraft on him now, and he's not doing those things. I don't believe he smashed. If Lil Wayne smashed Nicki, he did it before she was Nicki Minaj, and while she was still Onika Mirage. If he did, anyway, I'm glad y'all got a chance to join me for my first go round. There's many more to come. Make sure you follow. If you're not in the Facebook page, the IC whatever, in case you didn't know, ICYDK. I told y'all I was starting up Chapstick Valley. Chapstick Petty. I'm starting up Chapstick. I'm starting up Chapstick Lane. We don't need Lipstick Alley. We got Chapstick Lane. I'm about to be petty. So go on the Facebook. Oh man. Go on the Facebook, join the group. I'm telling you, I already started up the lighthouse instead of the dark room. And now we doing chapstick lane instead of lipstick. Yes, the B side. Thank you. Thank you. So for all y'all paying $500, you don't have to get that $500 back and come and join chapstick. Yesenia, hit me up. Come and join chapstick that alley, chapstick lane. That's Facebook group /ICYD. Oh man, thank you, Yesenia. $500 and more than that if you got more followers. And I see people in the messenger talk about, oh, my stimulus check dropped. Fee, I need to get you that. I'm sure she got people. She probably told people, hey, I'll pay you $50 to say that you're going to give me $500. To cluck out. Oh man. Yeah, $10,000 if you got more than 100,000 followers. You got to pay her $10,000. I'm telling you, she's going to go and make that payment to herself. These people need to report her. She talking about a celeb. Somebody leaked her tea to a celebrity. So from now on, it's $500 for the dark room. And she's putting tea on there that G spilled 3 years ago. She's putting Becky with the good hair. She said that there was no real Becky with the good hair. That was all a hoax. Because people started going at her, and Kim Kardashian convinced Rachel to take all of the punishment for pub. Why would Rachel Roy take all of that? They threatened her daughter, everything. And if that's not the case, Rachel Roy and Solange was real cool. Why ain't Solange cool with Rachel Roy no more then? If that wasn't the case, why haven't Solange since that day been seen with Rachel Roy? Like, come on, bro. They're trying to justify people paying that amount of money. So they're coming with a lie. That's not truly what happened. Stop it. You know what happened. That story's been told already. But anyway, get at me, y'all. Make sure you follow the YouTube page. Make sure you follow the Facebook page. It's about to get real. IE Network is getting real. Thanks to all my moderators. I'll see y'all on the blog. I'm doing the blog for this week. It's about to get crazy. I'm gonna start doing my little celebrity, my celebrity pop-ups, where y'all gonna come on the live, and it ain't even gonna be me. It's gonna be a celebrity. I shouldn't even be telling people that plan because somebody gonna go out and bite it. But surprise is coming up for y'all. Love y'all. Great job. We popping. We popping, hitters. We popping.